beacons on. Anyway, right, I'm going to pull in here. Right, so let's repair it and customize.
I'm going back off of Hershey. I'm going on a Hershey.
So we're currently running silver.
I'm going with a fashion.
Your horsey came
I'm going to make it metallic silver. Rem colour's fine, design colour's fine.
Fell off.
Trouble, narrow wheels, back doubles. GPS, engine setup, 190, 210. And we don't have a front loader attachment on that one. I don't want a front loader attachment. Don't want a front loader attacher on this tractor, mainly because it's the tractor we use for fertilizing and beet harvests. So it's always going to have something on the front of it, or most of the year is going to have something on the front of it. There's that.
Me in there, Daddy.
Okay.
Me in the back with you.
Okay.
Come me big.
You're big.
Come me in the back with you. Coffee in there. You cough, Daddy.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Okay. Fill that up with diesel so we've got enough to go for the rest of the day.
Go!
And go.
We want to go in there.
No, I want to go this way.
I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to go also in there.
Oh, we're going this way.
I'm going also in there. Daddy. I'm going also.
So yeah, considering another medium tractor and a cart.
Smell this. I smell this. Smell this one.
That was a little bit nice.
Go on this, Mommy.
So because we can harvest the beets during wet.
Ah,
Dude! Bang! Okay, that was a bit loud. But yeah, because we can harvest beets when it's wet. The plan is here, I'm going to set off a worker and top this field while we harvest that field over there. But I can do beet harvesting every morning without impacting anything. I will probably do a silage grass cut this year as well during one afternoon.
Bailey!
No, we didn't plant all the way to the edge. That's actually not a bad thing.
Mommy,
No.
why'd you hit me with your tiny fan?
Well, why are you taking his phone from him?
I didn't
back
take it,
up.
I saw it on the ground.
Well,
Okay,
you're
let's
teasing him with it.
try and line that up and go worker.
Nice one.
So, you can see the extent of the harvest on the top field. There's still a long way to go on that one.
This not my phone. Hello?
And this field is, it's not as long, but it has a good area. Can't believe I missed planting the edge of this, but I did. And there are 2 patches of bad growth on this field, which the worker might have a problem with if it hits nose in, dead centre, because it'll say, oh, I'm done. Anyway, back to here. So, time to do the sunflowers.
Why you keep calling me? Who are you? Nobody. It's Lucy. Stop calling me.
Stop calling me, yeah. Telemarketers, stop calling me. So next year I will probably do a canola field. Yeah, I can do a canola field rather than a sunflower field. If I buy a new field, I may do sunflowers on a new field. Because we're not going to get income from any of our crops until later. Through the winter, so any field I buy will be ploughed and cultivated in spring. So it's going to have to be a late plant crop in order to
You did yesterday. This morning. I know, but you can have it
to make it all work.
Can we play sorry?
in a little bit when maybe Daddy will play with us.
I'm playing with you.
You can be on Mommy's team, okay?
Okay. I want to be blue.
Okay.
I'm taking the doggy. Bye. And we're shaking the shadow. Okay.
So it's not a big head of this
Mommy
one,
on Mommy's side, so I'm shaking this one.
but we can do it faster.
On side.
Unfold.
Mommy's shaking up.
And off we go.
I shot in the woods.
Yay, sunflowers. Now, sunflowers apparently isn't the greatest crop to plant. It's not very valuable. Or it's per acre, it's not very valuable. You get a better return from things like wheat and barley and oats. But it is different, and we are harvesting it at 9 miles an hour, which is a good thing. Best value crop per acre is things like potatoes and sugar beets. I think potatoes, followed by sugar beets and sugar cane, but they are a pain to harvest.
I like water crushes and berries.
You did?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Sadly, I can't make this header green to match the harvester, so we're stuck with a red one. And there is a bigger one, bigger header, but I'm not sure our pipe would reach around it. So yeah, that was something that happened on Virtual Farmer's stream. Was he had his harvester was running courseplay, and it got to 90% full halfway down the row. So it reversed back and then cut in alongside the bit he'd just done, so that the cart could come in and unload without driving through the crop, which it's how you do it. And he was rather impressed by that. How are we doing? 42%. So it's a low yield crop, but it's worth money, and we will wait until best sale time before we take it to market. So one of the reasons on farms like this, normally you would go one or two main crops. But in Farm Sim, your silos are limited capacity but unlimited numbers of crops. So, yeah, I can have 500,000 litres of crops in the silo, but I can have 500,000 litres of wheat, 500,000 litres of barley. And so that's why in Farming Simulator you may consider doing multiple crops rather than just one per year.
Why do you got my back scratcher?
So you want to catch my butt?
But normally, if you're planting wheat, all your fields will be wheat that you're planting with cereal crops.
Yeah.
And then you spread out. You'll have an early harvest crop, a late harvest crop, so that you're not trying to get everything off the field at the same time.
That's your nice.
Yeah.
Done.
Thank you.
It's kind of shiny. Anyway, that's once around the field, we're still going, so
This money, mommy.
Yeah, money.
this is probably not going to take us too long,
Some candy with it.
One of them can't money. That's enough.
because A, the harvester is going quite quickly,
And
and B, we're not getting a lot of volume, so we're going to get round.
let's go watch out and buy some candy
What do you reckon?
with it. I want some candy.
Possibly back down to the bottom of the field before we have to unload. I have to jump back to the yard and bring the cart out.
When we go out class, when we don't out class, when we come back up, we can get some candy.
Now, why have I got 62,000? Because I bought a big engine for the tractor.
Hey, hey.
I just put my pee. When we go out class, when we go out class, when we don't go out class, when we
93.
when we come back up. When we go out class, when we don't class.
It's only 10:30. I was going to say he's probably hungry or tired, but he may be tired. Is that a bad crop? That looks like a bad crop. There we are. Yep. Back to the fence. Oh, good grief, my hip is in pain. Ow. And let's just drive this through the hedge because, yay.
I need a phone. I need a phone, mommy.
I have no idea. He needs to tell everybody he needs to fart. Okay, so we didn't quite make it down to the bottom, but it's close. Now, how are we doing here? It's hard to tell. The topping is going well. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yay. Oh, traffic on the road's got a little bit confused. So So that is probably going to be done before we're
Mommy, can I
through.
build with these?
Oh, still unloading. There we
Put it on
go.
the table though, so we don't.
Engine,
Okay.
engage. Lower
What are you
that.
up to, mister?
Folds back.
You
That.
stay up.
So I'm kind of thinking we'll probably make it to as far as across the bottom here.
Marky, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
So this is the bottom edge of the field. As soon as we get to the top of the rise, I reckon that's where we're going to be when it needs unloaded again. I could just stick to 2 headlands. There's enough. That's the thing with with a lot of maps like this. There is a lot of grass to the edge of the field, so we're not getting embroiled in the hedges and fences around the field so much. But I mean, the Polish ones, those maps are kind of tricky because you've got, 3 feet between each field almost. So it's very difficult to turn around within the area of the field. Anyway, they're playing with the dominoes, which means we're probably going to lose a bunch of them. Okay. And I think once we're done with this field, I think that's all we need this harvester for this year. Gonna leave that oilseed radish in those 2 fields to the west of us, northwest of us, until late fall, and I'll probably plough that in. No, am I? No, those are probably going to wait till next spring. Well, if we do canola, they may get ploughed in now. Although I could do sugar beets in that one, and the one beyond that single tree in the far distance will be canola. So the canola will get in the ground as quickly as possible. This field I need to get harvested, ploughed and planted with oilseed radish, so that potentially we can get it. I'm thinking wheat next year, so I may do a crop of wheat in this field and potentially the 2 with the sugar beets in. But the sugar beets may fall outside of our window. First one might not, the second one I'm not sure. So I'm going to hang a left here and grab that. Whee. Oh, there's a little more there. Yes, when you're 3-year-old, farting is such an awesome thing.
It's also in my ear, Mommy.
Oh, okay. Take your big out. You did.
Yeah, on the couch.
Okay, so back.
He did it.
And maybe in a couple of fall's time we may get ourselves a second harvester. Might be a large one, might be similar size to this.
I'm trying to show you.
Although I did have the thought of, yeah, that's withered crop because it didn't grow. No, that was dumb. That was the wrong button. It just mowed down a ton of sunflowers. I didn't mean to. No, if I was going to press that one. Field 8 is our enclosed field. I do have a strong consideration of making that a grass field to supplement our need for hay for our expanding family of sheep.
Yeah, I do it.
Let's get this going. Up the hill again. And I can always buy sheep in the morning when it's dark and damp, and then get to the sugar beets and everything else we need to get done.
You will do that with me. Okay.
And we're actually gone a little bit further than I expected we would. Although the field gets smaller every time we go round, so that's not a surprise. But this is the third headland, so as soon as we've got round to the beginning again,
Hey.
I'll do a cut through, a cut in. Oh,
Whoa. I'm trying to do.
it's at 39%.
Push it up. You will. No, we won't. I don't want.
So I'll unload this and then position it back up to the top where we started the circuit. So that the harvester should be relatively empty for the cutting. And this should be 100% full and closest to the yard to run back down to empty. Okay, I need to take a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, back and 79% full. Where do we want to enter up here? If I pull up here, that's where I want to finish doing headlands. Put that on, fold that away, and get some more sunflowers. So I don't know that this is going to be a even a full load on the tipper. But that's okay, that's not what we're looking for here. There we go.
Bailey.
Now, when I was harvesting the sugar
Well,
beets,
whoever's doing it, stop. It's too loud.
I did look at the price of fields. Most of the smaller arable fields are around
I said
300,000.
whoever's doing it, stop.
So that's our target for buying new fields. Okay, I'll try not to hit any expensive farm machinery and completely miss the tip. Okay, there we go. Not great, but it's emptying in the truck. So now let's pick the cut through, or the cut in. Okay, let's tip the Bailey trailer over. Yay.
I want some of these
Later.
Okay.
And possibly right about there looks like a lovely line.
Look at.
I know.
We'll do that and set the worker off. Bye bye, worker.
Me in there too, Daddy.
You're in there, that's good. Because I need to go and get in the truck.
We went in the truck. We went in there. You went in there, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, me in there too.
Uh-huh.
Me in the front with you.
That's good.
So we will buckle up too.
Yeah, you buckle up too.
And did buckle up.
Do I have a seat for you? This doesn't have a jump seat. Oh.
Where my seat, Daddy?
I don't know, you'll have to stand in. Stand up. This one doesn't have a jump seat.
We'll sit in the front then.
Yeah.
Someone won't fall and you will buckle up
You're
when
not going to
Daddy.
fart anywhere.
What?
That's good.
What?
What? Oh, you won't fall.
What? We won't fall.
Dude, what did you just do?
Nothing.
Oh, then.
Why not jump out, Daddy?
Because that's where I want it.
Oh. Me in there too in the back and buckle up.
Okay.
You're me in there in the front. We got a seat for myself and we buckle up.
Whee!
Look me in the front with you, me big.
You're big. Okay.
Where are my feet, Daddy?
I don't know. It doesn't have one.
Ow.
Oh.
Oh, it's on me machine that won't fall down.
You have to hold on tight. Because I'm driving crazy.
We're holding a sight.
And here we are. Which way to go? Ah, the wrong way.
Let me in the way down.
See this one?
Me in that one got seats
And
for
a little
me.
seat there.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting down on the drive.
Yeah.
Call me big.
What happened? That's strange. Okay, there we go.
You in there?
I'm in there for a minute, and now I'm.
Which one you in?
Oh,